This is the entrance to our farm. You know, I thought, how can I do it that people turn off their smartphones, their watches? And one of my first ideas was to put up a sign and to tell people it makes you sick, people don't react. But so I wrote that radiation does cause cancer.
Life on planet Earth has been evolving for billions of years, long before the appearance of humankind. Over millennia, our presence has begun to leave profound and lasting marks. Pollution and exploitation now threaten the delicate balance that sustains all life on Earth. Today, we're diving into a topic that often goes unnoticed, but is of increasingly prevalent concern: electromagnetic pollution. In our relentless pursuit of connectivity and technological advancement, invisible waves now saturate our environment. What are the consequences of this unseen force? How does it impact our health and the ecosystem upon which we depend?
Mental illness, sleep disturbances, problems such as headache.
I turned on the lights, and at that moment I had such an enormous pain in my body and in my head.
Electricity and the internet have revolutionized the way we live and work. In a short span of time, wireless technology has reached our homes and entered our lives, becoming a permanent presence. The conveniences that technology offers us are undeniable. Microwaves that prepare meals in minutes, video calls that connect families around the world, the era of devices called smarts that optimize our time and resources and make us feel powerful and important.
Most of the people here, there is no risk at all when you talk about cell phones. Say, oh, we are using now for years and there is no risk.
Convenience, speed, connectivity. We live in a world of endless possibilities. But is this technology really smart? The excessive use of screens is shaping our daily lives in a concerning way. Studies show that, on average, we spend more than 9 hours a day in front of screens. In the digital age, social life, gaming, and work blend together, creating a vicious cycle of technological dependence.
We are creating a society, want to connect everything in your home, that your refrigerator, your dishwasher machine, your cappuccino maker, everything is connected.
This is a broadband meter records 5G current frequency of 3.5 gigahertz in Sweden. And here it's not that high, it's about 300 microwatt per square meter, but in the worst places where there is a base station across the street, we read more than 2,500,000.
The impacts are alarming. The World Health Organization estimates that anxiety and depression disorders have increased by 25% since the beginning of the digital age. Let's take a deeper look into this. Have you ever stopped to think about the number of electromagnetic waves passing through your body every second? In the past 100 years, electromagnetic pollution generated by radiation from cell towers, mobile phones, wireless devices, and high-voltage power lines has increased by 1 quintillion times. If our eyes could see the radiations of this beautiful city, it would be seen like this. As we progress, drawn by convenience, we increasingly adopt wireless communication, filling the environment with this invisible pollution. Since 2011, the World Health Organization has classified these radiations as 2B, possibly carcinogenic to humans. We are using these technologies without ensuring they are safe for the health of people and the planet, disregarding the precautionary principle.
All frequencies have impact on our human body.
This poison outside is everywhere.
The wireless radiation impacts the developing brain, but remember, that evidence has been around since the 1970s and 80s.
What price are we paying for this?
Why should you be forced to leave your home due to what society is doing? I can't see any reason for that. The exposures should be regulated and people should be aware of this.
This is the entrance to our farm.
Although not officially recognized by all health organizations, those who suffer from this condition experience headaches, fatigue, tinnitus, and other symptoms when exposed to electromagnetic fields.
This is my house. I live it in the forest. It's like 4 kilometers away from our next neighbors. It doesn't have electricity. I'm heating with wood. And if you see the measurement, it doesn't give any sound, safe and sound. You can see that we have the natural radiation with a peak, very, very low. And I think this is the lowest you can get.
Studies indicate that prolonged exposure to electromagnetic fields can affect fetal development and increase the risk of cancer.
In addition, other research done by the National Institutes of Health has shown that just 50 minutes, that's 50 minutes, of having a phone next to the brain can alter brain activity, particularly glucose in the brain.
Children in particular are more vulnerable.
Up to 30 times more exposure into the hippocampus. And the hippocampus, as you know, is critical to memory and balance and impulse control. And that's why the American Academy of Pediatrics have warned that children should not be using cell phones. They are not toys, and their bodies are not designed to absorb this kind of radiation.
Plus the skull is much thinner, the bone is much thinner, and the water content of the brain is higher. They have more water than we do, and all this increases the absorption of the EMF.
Thousands of studies and dozens of scientists warn about the effects of wireless technology on biology, even at levels below the standards accepted by regulatory agencies.
I realized this EHS came from devices I was very familiar with. I trusted them to be safe.
A roughly $30 million research effort by the U.S. National Toxicology Program in 2018 found clear evidence that exposure to high levels of EMF can cause cancer in male rats.
So when you say, oh, no, there is nothing happen, it's completely wrong.
Se nós estamos querendo deixar legado para as novas gerações, temos que levar isso a sério, de uma forma responsável.
What is the future we want? Let's build it together? The microwave dilemma. Discover how we can find balance.
Everything was connected in my home, and now I'm going back to basic. I want to turn it off.